can see, I've got a magazine in front of me. It's the Times Special Time Edition 100 Must-See Movies. And I would like to go through it just a little bit. And see if we can see some good movies. And some of the movies I'm sure I've seen. And the same with yourselves. And there might be some movies that we just must see. Okay, so let's take a little look. So the contents, we have the 20s all the way up to 2010s. So let's just take a little look, I guess, at the silver screen. We'll skip a couple pages here. I mean, already you can see by some of the pictures here, the iconic classic movies. The Taxi. Or sorry, the Taxi Driver. I'm getting a little bit confused. Yeah, Taxi Driver. You got John Wayne. I'm not sure what this one is. And of course you've got Star Wars here. It's one of them, the first one or the second one. But let's take a little look through the from like the silent movies. Oh yeah, before I start to really get into it, I actually want to do this here because the Oscars is coming up, and I thought this would be a good little video to make. Like a lot of the stuff that came out in the 20s and 30s, I probably have not seen. I mean, I've seen little clips of, Charlie Chaplin. And I've seen a little bit of The Kid. I mean, he really did change the game, people were going to the theater a lot, and when the movies, when film was getting made, even the silent ones, the likes of Charlie Chaplin really did change things. Even though a lot of the movies made back in those days were probably quite simple, but it was good for its time. Thief of Baghdad. You guys, excuse me. There's a lot of noise outside. I'm actually filming in a different room, and instead of the dogs barking, I'm now getting noise from outside, as in cars. So I do apologize if you do hear that kind of thing. There's nothing I can do, I'm afraid. I'm sorry. But anyway, let's see if we can flip through this book. most people has probably watched the movie E.T. And if you have not, it's a good one. It's a little sad, but it's a good little movie. I mean, you can't go wrong with a Steven Spielberg movie, really. Because, I mean, most of his movies have done really well. And they're very well made. And E.T. was really good for its time. 1982. A couple years before I was born. Just a couple. The Empire Strikes Back. It's probably seen by many, like Star Wars fans, and even sci-fi fans in general. It's been one of the better movies. Well, I mean, of the Star Wars franchise. You got Harrison Ford there, Han Solo. Actually, I like all the Star Wars movies. Even the cheesy ones, the prequels. The Taxi Driver. Robert De Niro. I actually forgot that Jodie Foster is in it. It's been a long time since I've seen this movie. A long, long time. And I believe I've only seen it once. So I can't really say anything about it because it's very blurry, but I do know it was very good. As far as I can remember. But she's done well for herself. Jodie Foster had a good career. It's been a lot of successful films, and I believe did she win an Oscar? Was it for this or Silence of the Lambs? I can't remember. Or did she win a few? That I don't know. Maybe you could tell me. But yeah, I'm a good child actor and grew up and became a really successful actress. Oh, another Steven Spielberg is on this list. Steven Spielberg movie, Jaws. Now, I think everybody knows about the Jaws movie. And I don't mean the guy from James Bond movies, Jaws. This one's about the big shark. One thing I do know about the Jaws is that Steven Spielberg hated the shark. But it was good for its time. But being close up and personal with it, he just did not like the look of it. But to tell you the truth, you did need to see the shark in Jaws. The music and the build-up, the tension. You know, seeing the shark didn't make it scary for me. It was everything else. But it is a must-see movie. It's got a bit of everything. You got Richard Dreyfuss, you know. He's one of my favorite actors. miss them. It's just not the same. The Godfather Part 2. Now, that's an horror movie that is one of the best, and I think the second one, kind of like Star Wars, The Empire Strikes Back, it's better. I wouldn't say it's like a hell of a lot better, but you're more getting to the movie. It's the second one. The first one was a lot of build up. The Godfather, and then when you know the character, it just all kicks off in the second one. Kind of similar to The Empire Strikes Back and Star Wars, you know. But yeah, it's a little bit blurry, you know. I haven't seen The Godfather, any of the movies, for at least 8 to 10 years, I think. They're wonderfully made. It's hard to believe. 1972. Jeepers me. I wasn't born, but just to me, it feels like the Godfather movies were a little bit later and not earlier. And then we have over here the Young Frankenstein. And one of my favorite actors of all time. Yeah, Gene Wilder. Now, the Young Frankenstein, I must admit, it was not my favorite. He did put on a good performance. But I didn't particularly love it. Although I do love Mel Brooks, and I believe he was the director and writer. And it says Mel Brooks, yeah. It just wasn't my cup of tea, really. But he was good in it. I forget his name. Is that his name there? Is it Marty Feldman? Is that his name? Marty Feldman? I don't know. The Last Tango in Paris. Now, I don't know about this one. I've heard of it, but I did not watch it. Or that. Oh yeah, Marlon Brando. Yeah, I knew that. Some of the things rings a bell, but I definitely didn't watch it. Yeah. Okay. Let's go the other direction. Let's work our way from the back, like the more recent films, and see what we see. Oh yeah. Now I did watch this. Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. I did like it. Brad Pitt, and I believe what's his name? Leonardo DiCaprio. '69 or something. Or the '70s. Let me see. Yeah, '69. It's always interesting to see, that period, in color. I mean, a more modern day picture of it, and also to see the likes of Brad Pitt, Leonardo in that time period. It's a lot interesting, but as you know, Quentin, Tarantino, he has this unique flair, his unique idea of things, and it came across well. It's hard to believe it was 2019. I think the COVID years has really just messed up my head. I feel as if I watched this like just 3 years ago. Not 6 years ago. But yeah. Now, according to this magazine, it's a must-see movie. I would say it's a good movie. I wouldn't say, like, if you didn't watch it, I wouldn't say you missed something, really. That's my opinion. Another thing, I'm not going to go into, like, exactly what a lot of these movies are about. Because I don't want to spoil things, I'm just going to give you a little tiny idea. That's all I'm doing. Little Women. I think that's the Irish girl. What's her name? I should know, I'm Irish, and I can't even remember. I could be wrong. You see it up close. Yeah, I can't see it. But anyway, yeah, I heard that was okay, Little Women. I think my wife wanted to see it. I'm not sure if she ever did. Now, I did watch this, and I did enjoy it. The Lost City of Z, or Zed, depending on what part of the world you're in. And the guy from Sons of Anarchy, Charlie Hunnam, yeah, he was good in it. Not a lot of people know that he's actually, I believe he's English. People think he's American, but he's English. He's actually good at putting on different accents and whatnot. He's a decent actor, he was okay on that. But, what I like about a lot of these movies, especially all the, like this here, where he goes and he travels in different parts of the world and whatnot, and it's really good and amazing to get to see different parts of the world that you might never get to see in your life, like the Amazon. I might never get the chance to go there. I find it fascinating. And to think that people years ago did that, travel the world, get on the terrible boats and ships and went all over the globe, and hardly got anything with them. Now, I did not see this movie, Moonlight. Anybody can let me know in the comments if you've seen it. Is it any good? not seen. I did see clips off. Selma. I heard that was actually good. Yeah, once again, 2014. Time flies. Phoenix. I did not see. I feel like this list from this magazine is like ignoring a lot of other good movies. I don't know, you can't really say every movie. It's their opinion, and people have their own list that they like. I would say most of these movies, some of the ones I have not seen, I think they're good, from what I hear or heard, There's a couple I've never heard of, like this one here. Only Lovers Left Alive. So yeah, I've never seen this movie before. This movie here, I've been meaning to see. Pan's Labyrinth for a long, long time. I believe it's subtitled, but I hear it's really good. And I always say, every year, anytime I see it, like, on the TV, or come across it, I'm gonna watch it, I'll watch it next week, and I never do. So you can let me know if anybody has watched it. Is it really good? I hear it's good, but maybe someone's trying to tell me not to watch it or something, I don't know. Now, Children of Man, I've seen this. I didn't particularly like it. Claiborne. Let me see. Yeah, Claiborne. I don't particularly really like him as an actor, but that's just me. I think there's one thing I didn't mind him in. I'm trying to remember the name of the movie. I can't remember. But anyway. Who else was in that movie? I'm trying to think. Was Jude Law in this? There's an Art Law actor in it. I wish it said there, but it doesn't. Now this is an art movie I've been wanting to see for a long time. The 25th Art. I heard that's good. Seymour Hoffman. Yeah. It's sad that he died. What's it? It's nearly 10 years now he's been gone. He was such a good actor, I always remember him from the movie Long Kim Polly. That movie, I know there's many other good movies he's in, but he's probably underrated for his comedy, and he was funny in that. past all the ones we just looked at. Like, I'm surprised certain movies like Close Encounters of the Third Kind is not here. Let me see. Even like Ghostbusters, I think, especially the first one. It's iconic, you know, classic. Surprised that's not one of the Yeti's films. And sorry, I jumped up to 94, so 93. It didn't show you. But I think, which I believe, yeah, it just jumps. 92, there's 93 over here. I'm surprised we don't have Jurassic Park on this list. Because I feel Jurassic Park is probably one of the biggest and most spectacular movies of all time. And had absolutely everything. Good actors, good story, good special effects. You know, a good score from John Williams. It had everything. But yeah, I get it that this is times 100, but still a little bit shocked that that movie's not there. A bunch of these I've never heard of. Jackie Bryan. So 99. The Matrix came out 99. And it's not mentioned. It's not in as a must-see. I guess maybe they're not going for the obvious ones, but then again, they put in The Godfather. They put in the Taxi Driver. They put in a few others that they're kind of like obvious ones. Because I would say Jurassic Park really did change the cinema, you know, the landscape. And then it wasn't until, I'd say, until The Matrix came out, that also had an little jump as well, where it changed things. And I think there hasn't been a movie since The Matrix. I mean, people will say Avatar, they would even say some of the Lord of the Rings that came out just after The Matrix. And I know I mentioned a lot of big special effects movies, but I'm trying to get the right balance of, you know, story, acting, and whatnot, all in one, the whole package. You know? So I'm surprised it's not there. Even the Lord of the Rings movies, I don't think are here. Let's take a look. Let's take a look. 2001 was the first one, I believe. Do they mention it? No, they just got this one here, Mulholland Drive. Yeah. So I'm a little bit shocked. So I'm a little bit disappointed with this 100. There's quite a few I didn't really take a look at. And there's quite a few that I've never seen before, but yeah, these ones here on the picture, they're definitely are must-see ones. I think it's Psycho. I think that's Psycho in there. And E.T., got Jaws. Is this Casablanca? I think. I mean, they're all must-see. So, but you know, I mean, everybody has their 100, so let's take a look at the before I end the video. There like this video and find it relaxing. I'm just a little bit disappointed by them, you know, because it was my first time looking at this magazine, so I want to be, you know, a little bit surprised, you know, reacting to it, you know, and be able to show you my reaction, and what I thought about it. It's a good 40% of the movies in it. I would say, yeah, they're must-see. But I can't, like I said, I can't really say much about the other ones. Because a lot of them I have not seen. But I'm sure they are good. Otherwise they wouldn't be on the list. You know, they took their time to make this list. I mean, they know people, they know what they're talking about, so you're probably more qualified than me. But anyway, like I said, I hope you find it relaxing, and I will see you all again. And hopefully you can join me and watch another little video, or whatever it might be. So I'll be relaxing, everybody, and go watch one of these movies.